This is the WJTS News. In tonight's news, theft suspect sought. Memorial grows in front of Tell City home. Tonight on our Monday with the Mayor segment, we hear from Rockport Town Mayor Gay Ann Harney. Bill Potter is in for Kurt Gooksell with sports, and tonight WJTS Inform continues as we talk with Carla Striegel-Winner. All this and more in tonight's WJTS News. Good evening. I'm Jenna Schaffer with WJTS News. The Jasper Police Department is asking for the public's help in identifying an unknown female subject involved in a recent theft case at a local retailer. Police say the female was involved in the theft of another customer's purse that took place at Walmart in Jasper, as well as theft of items from the Northside Supercenter. Pictures of the suspect can be found at our website, WJTS.tv. If anyone has any information, you are asked to contact the Jasper Police Department at 812-482-2255. Or as always, you can contact the anonymous tip line at 812-481-COPS. Visitation was held Sunday for the 3 children killed Friday in a Tell City house fire. Each of them were under the age of 12. Their mother and 2 other teen children were able to get out safely. A steady flow of traffic passed by the 15th Street home Sunday. Many people slowed down as they drove by, and others stopped to place items on a growing memorial in the front yard. Candles burned on the sidewalk of the home as well. Fire officials say 11-year-old Danielle, 6-year-old Thomas, and 3-year-old Rosie Plock Sims were trapped on the second floor of the home. Despite rescue efforts by both their mother and firefighters, the kids weren't able to be saved. A memorial now continues to grow in their front yard around a tree. A domestic battery incident that involved an alleged stabbing resulted in the arrest of a Ferdinand woman on a variety of charges Sunday evening. Around 8:40 Sunday night, Ferdinand police were called at a reported domestic battery, and while on their way, police were told that the victim had gone to his mother's home across the street. When they arrived, authorities found that the victim had been stabbed in the right leg with a kitchen paring knife and were told that he was chased with a baseball bat. EMS were called to the scene and the victim was treated but refused to go to the hospital for further treatment. Ferdinand police, along with deputies with the DuBois County Sheriff's Department and troopers with the Indiana State Police, went to the address where the alleged incident took place to speak with the suspect, identified as Stephanie Petit, but say she fled the scene. Petit, however, was located a short time later, about a block over, and was arrested. She was first taken to Memorial Hospital in Jasper for medical clearance before she was then taken to and booked into the DuBois County Security Center on charges of domestic battery with a deadly weapon, public intoxication, and criminal mischief. A Central Indiana man was placed under arrest on various charges after he was caught driving at a high rate of speed over the weekend on Jasper's east side. Around 9:30 Saturday night, an officer with the Jasper Police Department clocked a passenger car driven by 20-year-old Juan Gabriel Mija Reyes of Indianapolis, going 65 miles per hour in a 35-mile-per-hour zone. Police initiated a traffic stop at the intersection of 15th Street and Kellerville Road. Upon further investigation, the officer learned that Mija Reyes did not have a driver's license or valid insurance on the vehicle he was driving. Mija Reyes was taken into and booked into the DuBois County Security Center on charges of reckless driving, operating a motor vehicle while never receiving a license, operating a motor vehicle without financial responsibility, and speeding. A Bloomington-based nonprofit group will be conducting a housing study in DuBois County. Regional Opportunity Initiatives will head the study that includes 11 southern Indiana counties. The purpose of the study is to find out from local governments as well as members of the community what types of housing options are needed to fill vacant job openings. Much of the study will come from information gathered in public meetings as well as community surveys. Housing Services Director Neil Elkins points out that there are thousands of jobs that are open that can't be filled because there are not enough people there to fill them. Elkins says they are trying to attract a workforce to the area, but says they need to understand what type of housing that workforce is going to need. If you would like to participate in the survey, Google Indiana Uplands Housing Needs Assessment. Officials with the City of Huntingburg will be hosting an informational meeting for 4th Street property and business owners to provide an update on the 4th Street Heritage Trail project. The meeting will take place on Thursday, January 10th at 6 p.m. at Huntingburg City Hall, located at 508 East 4th Street. Once again, officials with the City of Huntingburg will be hosting an informational meeting for 4th Street property and business owners to provide an update on the 4th Street Heritage Trail project. The meeting will take place on Thursday, January 10th at 6 p.m. at Huntingburg City Hall, located at 508 East 4th Street. The meeting will be facilitated by VS Engineering and Taylor Siefker, Williams Design Group. For more information, please contact Rachel Steckler at Huntingburg City Hall at 812-683-2211 or by email at rsteckler@huntingburg/in.gov. Officials with the City of Jasper and the Jasper Police Department want to remind residents of the city there will be a monthly test of the tornado warning siren system at 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. At that time, all 10 sirens in the city will be activated and checked to make sure they are working properly. The cable interrupter will also be tested for the Jasper and Huntingburg communities. This is another in a series of monthly tests. These sirens are tested on the first of each month, which has been designated by the Jasper Police Department and the Board of Public Works as the official test time. Also, the Du Bois County Emergency Management Agency will be conducting their own test of all tornado warning sirens across the county at 6 o'clock Tuesday evening. New Year's Eve is a time for celebration, but the chances of tragedy striking increase with drinking and driving. City, county, and state police agencies are hoping for the best tonight, but are ready to deal with the worst. Every year, increased arrests are made on that one night. People are seriously injured and people are killed in operating while intoxicated traffic accidents. Many police officers have called New Year's Eve amateur night. The reason is that people who don't normally drink in excess other times of the year or even drink at all seem to take this one night of the year to splurge. The cost for this overindulgence can be devastating. In Indiana, a blood alcohol content of 0.08% or above is considered impaired. Any amount of scheduled 1 or 2 drugs in your system, marijuana, cocaine, meth, prescriptions, etc., can be considered impairment, or a combination of drugs and alcohol causing impairment. A serious vehicle accident can land you or one of your passengers, not to mention passengers in other vehicles involved, directly in the emergency room or morgue. The classic, "it won't happen to me," is a myth. You don't want to be hurt and you don't want to hurt others. The pain and suffering will heal over time, but the guilt of injuring or killing one of your own friends or stranger will never go away. Please, on this New Year's Eve, use designated drivers or rideshare services. Stay where you're at to celebrate, or simply just don't drink, then drive. The 11th annual National Watermelon Drop will start at 10 o'clock this evening at Patrick Henry Square in downtown Vincennes. 19 watermelons will be dropped from a giant 500-pound watermelon hoisted into the sky on a crane. After the watermelons drop, fireworks will be set off, marking the start of 2019. There will also be entertainment, food, and drink. Now stay tuned. Monday with the Mayor, featuring Rockport Mayor Gayanne Harney, and sports with Bill Potter are next on WJTS TV 18.